people understand that they're not coming to dance. They're coming to die. Where are the fire people, the pavement people? The reason why we're not experiencing moves of God in this nation, one of the reasons is because of this concept, because of this reality, is people are waiting around for glory. When God's saying, I need to burn a sacrifice. You know, in other nations of the world, they understand this. Where there's martyrdom. Martyrdom really is coming to this nation. You know, I've been saying that for a while, and a lot of other people have been saying it. And I'm not trying to be dramatic or a sensationalist. I have been feeling recently that martyrdom is coming to this nation very soon. Very soon. I don't celebrate that feeling. I mean, it's not that I celebrate that. Other than it will identify who's legit and who's not. It really will do that. The fire does that. It'll burn away the chaff. And so you know, again, you know, welcome to my world. I really do, you know, and let me say this in all humility. I don't ever pretend to, you know, to do everything right or be the best leader or whatever. I'm not pretending that. I'm not saying that, you know, I'm doing everything right and I don't have anything to learn. I have so much to learn, guys. I mean, I do. Even though I've been doing this for a long time, believe me, the more you do it, the more clear you are on, you know, how much you need to learn. And so it's not that I'm standing up here saying that I'm doing it the right way and, you know, and people that don't connect with that, then it's their own fault. I'm not saying that at all. But I do know this. I have a holy disturbance in my spirit. I always will. I'm smiling right now. If you're listening online, you don't know, you can't see it. I'm smiling. I have life in me. I have joy in me. All of that's true. But there's a holy disturbance because I absolutely know that, as this man said to me last night, if I delivered a softer message, that I could have a larger church and we could have more resources. I know this. I just absolutely know it. But I think about what my life would be like if I did that. I can't handle that. I can't handle telling God I'm going to turn you down a little bit for the sake of bringing people in. Again, I'm not saying that all my messages are exactly what they should be, but what I am saying is I burn with what's in me, and I can't hold it in. And so what does that leave us with? That leaves us with pavement people. That leaves us with fire people. Is there a remnant? Is there a company? Is there a pavement company out there? You know, all of us are already here tonight. Is there a pavement company out there that they're going after the fire ahead of the glory? Not instead of, ahead of. See, Abraham, I taught this at the lab. You ought to listen to this teaching online. It's called Carrying the Fire. It's online. You can grab it. I taught it at the final class of the lab. And all throughout the lab, we talk about being carriers of fire, right? It's a cool thing. You know, people have come up to me many times in my life, and they always say they feel fire in my hands, and they ask me to pray for them. And when that first started happening, I'm like, that's kind of weird, but it's real. I mean, you carry fire. The fire of God's in you. And so, you know, all throughout the lab, all 3 months, you know, we're carriers of fire. We're going to go to the cities of the earth. We're going to carry fire to the cities of the earth. We're going to release the fire of God. And all of that is true. But on the last day of class, I dropped a bomb of what it really is. Was it a pretty good message, Natasha? Did it mess you up? Totally messed you up. I dropped the bomb on what it really is to carry the fire. See, with Abraham, he had a promised son named Isaac, his dream. And God said, Isaac, whom you love, You know, you think of the way God acts sometimes. It's like, man, God was not being nice to Abraham. Hey, guess what, Abraham? Isaac, who you love him. I gave him to you. He's your promise. He's your dream. You love him. Go kill him. That's God. I keep saying one of these days I'm going to write a book, The God We Barely Know. That's God. Hey, it seems demented, does it not? A psychotic personality. That's what it feels like. Hey, Abraham, your son, the promise I gave you, the one you love, I'm going to make you kill him. Go get him. And it says in there that Isaac carried the wood and Abraham carried the fire. See, a carrier of fire isn't a magician where we just do magic tricks and impart fire and release fire. A carrier of fire understands that there is a precious sacrifice. Because the fire only exists where there's a sacrifice. We know Jesus, he's the consuming fire. And isn't it interesting that the consuming fire, see, Abraham carried the fire, Isaac carried the wood, Jesus, the consuming fire, carried the wood that he died on. Do you want to be a carrier of fire? Do you want to be a burning one? See, this first fire is a personal fire. A personal fire. Don't go after the glory if you're not willing to go after the fire. Don't go after the resurrection if you're not ready to go after the crucifixion. Can you stand up with me? Do we have keys or anything going on up here? You can do that if you want to, guys. Come on, I just felt the Lord just drop right here in this place just now. I want you to close your eyes and just, if you want to, lift your hands to the Lord. Just start to talk to him. Jesus, revival is not an event, it's a lifestyle, it's a commitment, it's surrender. Lord, you're calling us, Lord, to be broken off, to be weaned off the milk. You're calling us right now to be okay with the hardcore messages. You're calling us to actually be joyful in them, surrendered to the lover of our souls. God, I pray, Lord, that we would see a pavement people, a fire people emerge in Detroit. God, that we wouldn't simply go from conference to conference, event to event, looking for an impartation and a blessing, but that we would lay our lives on the altar. Because when we lay our lives on the altar, the fire will come. And the glory will follow. Lord, forgive us for going after the glory without going after the fire. Forgive us, God, for going after the resurrection without going after the crucifixion. Lord, you've called us to take up our cross. You've called us to lay down our lives. And it's glorious. And it's horrific. It's empowering. And it's destroying. God, you're going to do something in these end days where you're going to mark a people. You're going to mark them with fire. You're going to brand them with fire. Lord, the love that you have for us is off the charts. And you're wooing us and compelling us and provoking us to run right in to the fiery burnings of your heart. Jesus. Lord, I pray, God, that Detroit absolutely would see a mighty revival come. But it wouldn't simply be a kiss from heaven, though that's okay if you want to do that, and I want a lot of those actually, but I'm asking for fire from heaven. God, I pray that you would help us understand that this really relieves us of a lot of burden. where we don't think maybe that we can fulfill our ministry. We don't feel equipped. We don't feel able. But suddenly, now we realize we don't have to be able. We just have to burn. We just have to burn. We just have to burn. Jesus. Come on, come on. Guys, I'm telling you tonight, it's not false humility for me to say that I have few strengths. Really, I do. I have so many issues and weaknesses. I mean, this is who I am. I bet you do too, right? But get this. That does not disturb me, because I know if I simply burn, that is all that it takes. I don't have to be skilled across the board. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be any of that. I simply have to burn. I have to surrender. Purified, holy, set apart, consecrated. Every morning waking up, brushing my teeth, eating my Wheaties, catching on fire. Jesus. God, I just release the fire of God over everyone in this room. I think some of you are going to consider that prayer differently maybe than you used to. And I'm not releasing glory over you, although if God wants to do that, I'm all for it. But I'm just releasing the fire of God, the burnings of God. God, burn away everything, God, that's unholy. Burn away attitudes, burn away fear, burn away depression, burn away lust, burn away sin, burn it away. But God, even after all of that's gone, the burning doesn't end. You're actually looking for the unblemished lamb. You're looking for those who are holy and set apart. And it's there where the fire will burn the hottest. God, I'm asking, Lord, that you would make a people ready for a mass outpouring of the glory of God, as in 2 Chronicles 7, where the people won't even be able to enter the buildings, and all they will do is hit the pavement. Make us ready, God, and bring the pavement people in. Oh, fire of God, fall. We love you, Jesus. Holy Spirit, come. More. Jesus, I'm asking that you would actually prepare people in this room to be mighty end-time ministers, forerunners. Lord, you are calling people into the deep. You are calling people into something that they never thought they would ever do. But God, it starts with the fire. If you're calling them to be carriers of fire, it is a significant calling. Jesus, we love you. God, we want to be ready and usable, God. We want you to be able to use us to rescue souls from hell. God, give us a burden for souls. Give us a burden. Just ask him right now. God, give me a burden for souls. When I'm out and about, let me see people the way you see them. Give me a burden. Give me strategies, God. Give me ways that I can impact those who don't know you. Give me a message. Break my heart. God, pray for families, family members.